touch on three areas that I think I would hope that most of you are doing, or at least some of you are doing, in terms of your own marketing and branding. The first is emails or newsletters. This is often an underlooked part of people's marketing. And I think part of it is we think that people don't actually want to hear from us. And that's not the case. So having a regular kind of email going out, whether you call it a newsletter or not, email is still one of the best mediums for you to keep in touch with people. And part of that is because you're able to control that medium. Everything else that you do when it comes to marketing is usually through somebody else's platform. And so when you're thinking about how you can reach people on a regular basis and control the message, email is one of those ways to do it. The other thing is you can use it as a consistent way of keeping in touch with people, keeping people informed as to what's going on with your business in a casual, personal way versus the expectations that a lot of us have around social media, which I'll touch on in a second. Couple of key things to think about with regards to your email or newsletter, whatever you're sending out. The spam filters around Google in particular and other really anybody else that's delivering your email, but Google in particular is really dialed up quite high now. And in fact, there's some research around emails in terms of how soon you put a live link in an email will determine whether your email even gets through to people. So you need to be very conscious about not putting in too many web links, but also ensuring that you're not putting in a web link in too early in the email. If you are, then you're running the risk of it getting caught by the spam filters and not getting through to the people that you're trying to communicate your message to. The other is images. Many people have, again, their filters dialed up very high, and anything that is attached, which basically an image in any email or newsletter is an attached document, is also getting flagged. So again, you want to be very cautious about how many images, how big an image you're putting into an email. And I have heard that, kind of like even a maximum of one image is what you need to be thinking about. That may even include your logo at the top of your email. So again, be very conscious about how people have things dialed up that they're not wanting to have, a continual pouring of things coming into their inbox that they don't want. And that may also mean your email or newsletter is getting stopped. So be very conscious of that. Second thing, hopefully you're all doing to some degree or another, is marketing yourselves or your brand on social media. I do see a lot of real estate investors making the mistake of feeling that they have to be everywhere. And that's really not the case. You're much better off spending your time focusing on one channel, getting very good at it, and then deciding whether you go out into a second or third channel. The key about the channel that you pick will depend on the kind of client that you're trying to attract, or the kind of person that you're trying to do business with. So for example, if you're looking to reach, say, professionals who have money to invest in real estate investing and you're looking to joint venture with them, then something like LinkedIn would be a good platform to reach those professionals. But if you're looking to connect with real estate investors are very active on things like Facebook or Instagram. So again, you need to be thinking about who's your target audience, pick that channel, and then get very good at it. And then mix up the media that you're using to reach people, because we all consume messaging differently. Some of us like to watch videos, but not everybody wants to watch videos. I don't like to watch videos. I just don't have the patience to sit there and watch a video that often. So, for some people, it could be a written piece of material. For others, it could be audio. For others, it could be video. So think about mixing the media up so that you're ensuring you're reaching the people in the way that they want to consume your message. And don't be afraid to be personal. Don't be afraid to show the personal side of who you are and what you have to offer. And then the third thing, hopefully all of you are doing networking. Certainly you're here tonight and you're here on a virtual networking event, but now we're obviously seeing now more in-person events as well. So do mix that up and go to in-person and virtual. A couple of recommendations around the whole kind of networking thing. Have a plan about what you're trying to achieve at that particular event, be that virtual or in person. And then always ensure that whatever you've promised in that event, so if you've promised to follow up with somebody, make sure you're following up. And use things like social media and your email and newsletters to announce the fact that you're involved in networking. So for example, tonight you could be tagging the right club and announcing on your social media that you're attending an education and training event. Again, it raises your profile, it raises your credibility and visibility, and somebody who might be thinking of doing business with you suddenly sees that you're spending the time to educate yourself, and that raises their opinion of you and your reputation with them. So those are three things that you want to be thinking about from a perspective, and hopefully you're all doing to this to some degree. But I wanted to give you some